This is a bit of a nightmare because there's a woman in there but she's not serving anyone. If it's your job to give us tickets by cash, no, it's not your job.
It's not my job. I don't go back to Martinique.
Right, we've just got off the ship. Absolutely beautiful. The first Caribbean island we're visiting. Look at the ship. The ship's incredible, by the way. Massive. Absolutely. For our first tour, our first cruise, it's been good so far. We've only had a sea day, and then this is our first dock day in Martinique, so it's going to be interesting. Right, so when you get off the ship, you'll be meted with these guys if you've got an excursion booked, and they'll direct you to your bus or wherever you're going. But they're basically at the port in Martinique, so if you've got an excursion booked, you just come here and these guys will sort you out. Just a short walk. We're going to head to obviously the boat area. Hopefully we get a taxi boat to one of the beaches. Do we know what beach we're going to?
When I see the name, I'll know it.
Right. So there's a few beaches we can go to, but I think we're going to pick a Pacific one. Right now we're just a wee bit confused because we can't find anybody selling tickets or giving us any advice. There's a tourist information at the very start, but we were under the impression that there'll be someone here selling tickets to the boats, which will take you to one of the beaches. But at this point we're just unsure what we need to do. You see the rainbow in the background there. But it's nice here, it's really, really nice. Is any of these our destinations? It's there. And that's where we've got to go. Yeah, this is a bit of a nightmare because there's a woman in there but she's not serving anyone, and I haven't got internet to book a ticket.
A ticket if we can't get one online. Dover, qu'est-ce que c'est un ticket?
Online only. But well, she says it's free if it's listen. If it's your job to give us tickets by cash, no, it's not your job.
It's not my job. I don't go back to Martinique.
So your job is just to, not your job. So tell the people, not your job, not your job. Okay, not your job. Hey, it's not her job to basically give out tickets, so that ruins people's adventure because we can't get internet at all. So we're going to try and get on the boat for free. Not her job.
You have to do every single ticket, you have to validate every single ticket.
What, are you already been on that?
Yeah, so once you get your...
You're going to do it 14 times?
Yeah.
No, well, yeah.
Yeah, because you have...
But it's made it very difficult to where they've done it.
Right, so basically some people are downloading the app and buying a ticket, but a lot of people haven't got the right data. Some haven't got their phones with them, so I have no idea what's going on. What a disaster just now, by the way. So some people are downloading the app, some people are not. She said it's free, we've been told it's free, but some people are downloading that, but it takes ages to download. You've got to be on a data plan that supports your, obviously, contract. Ours doesn't. We get charged £2.60 per meg, so if we download an app, it's going to cost us about £100, depending on how many meg that app is. And then we're going to scroll the web, scan the barcode, then pay, put our payment card details in, to get a ticket to go to a beach where it's not our fault the ticket machine isn't working. It also isn't our fault that she doesn't want to take cash for tickets, nor is there any other option to pay on the boat. So for us, it's turning out our first trip to the Caribbean is a bit of a disaster, because all we want to do is go and relax at the beach, and this is the only way to get to the beach unless you take a taxi, and that's what it might have to come to. But how much are taxis going to cost? Like $50 or something? Well, $100 return, it's not worth it. So I'll keep you up to date to what's happening. We're finally on the boat to the beach. We're heading to a beach called Ancillilian or something like that, and it's one of the better beaches here in Martinique. But what a hassle at the very start trying to get a ticket. We didn't get a ticket, so we just came on, so we don't know what's going to happen. But they didn't even check the tickets, they just say go on, give driver a tip. So we'll give a tip if we need to. But I think it's about an hour to the beach, and then we have to come back about 3 hours later to make sure we're back for the cruise ship. So we've just stopped at our first port, the first beach. There's 2 of them we go to, but this one was a recommendation. The second one's a recommendation. A bit smaller than the other one, isn't it?
Yeah, the other one's bigger.
Yeah, the other one's bigger. Yeah, this boat does 2 stops, so this is the first stop. I'll put it on the screen what this place is called, because it's pronouncing it is very, very difficult. And then we're heading to the second beach, which we are going to debark and spend a couple of hours there before we need to get back to the ship. We're on this beautiful beach. We finally got settled in after a bit of a disaster getting over here. We didn't even pay, and they didn't even check the tickets. So I don't know if that's a thing that happens all the time. There was people trying to download the app. Some people paid a fortune for the tickets, like up to 14 people. And half the people didn't pay and just got on. They didn't check, they didn't even look. But we're here now, we're here on the beautiful beach. And we've got some bars and restaurants here also. Some of them don't do food, but a lot of them do drinks. The one we're at, we had to pay €10 or $10 for the sunbed. Each bar has sunbeds you can reserve, but you can buy drink from any bar. The bar we're buying drink from, €2.50 for a Heineken, or €3 I think it was, which is okay. The other bar charged someone a beer and a cocktail for €20, which we think was really, really bad pricing. So just shop about and you'll definitely get the right place to buy a beer too. Finally in the Caribbean. Oh, this is a nice day to spend at one of your first locations, coming to the beach. Now there's many beaches you can choose from, but we decided on this one because we looked at some videos like you're watching now and decided, you know what, we want to go to that beach because it looks better. It doesn't look much to look at, but we are in the Caribbean. So that's us just about to leave the beach area and get the water taxi back to the ship. We're leaving it a couple of hours before because we don't want to miss the ship. We're going to be back for 5:30, which is, I mean, it gives us plenty of time. There's another one we could get, but if it's too busy, we'll end up missing the ship. So we want to leave, just before 2 o'clock their time. So that means we've only had, a couple of hours here, maybe 3 hours at the beach, which is enough time to enjoy yourself, there's a few bars. You get Wi-Fi in some of them, and you can check what times the taxi boat is coming back, and you can decide what time you want to leave. The taxi boat itself is €7 per person, but obviously with the hassle with the ticket office this morning, not a lot of people paid, so I don't know about that one. They don't really check, so I mean, they did say just give them a tip, so maybe if the ticket machine's not working, just give them a tip. Don't put your phone on, because you'll end up getting data aroma charges. We can't put a phone on, so we end up paying like £2.80 per meg to download something, which is quite a lot if it's like 30 meg. But it's a nice beach here, as I say, plenty of bars, and it's just lovely. It's just lovely to get off the ship and look at the beautiful Martinique. And there's other beaches you can try too. There's other beaches, but this is the one we enjoyed. So yeah, if you want to come here, I mean, you can take my recommendations, you don't need to. But as I say, the boat's just coming, so we're going to head back to the ship now, and then yeah, we'll see you on the other side. Okay. Right, back on the ship. Here's the rain coming. Just when we're getting back. Typical rain. As soon as we get back, it's now raining in the Caribbean. Awesome. So when it rains in the Caribbean, it never stops. It's basically howling down just now. We just got off the sea boat back to the ship. Avia just in the background there. And yeah, we've had a fantastic time. But obviously the weather in Martinique comes and goes, but right now it's pouring down. Did you have a nice time at the beach? It was a lovely beach. What about the weather?
Fabulous. Come to the Caribbean.
Aye, come to the Caribbean, they said. It'll be sunny, they said. And then we get here and it's pouring down the rain in Martinique. But there's the ship. Beautiful ship. So Kirsty got a magnet, $5, a nice wee magnet, a souvenir to take back. We're going to get one at each port. I could have got that for $3, €3, whatever money you've got. You know what I mean? It's a nice wee magnet. But as I say, there's plenty of stuff in the shop. Lots of clothes, lots of hats, lots of magnets. But we're back at P&O Avia, the ship there. It's been an interesting day, ladies and gentlemen. It started rough, really, really badly. It started at a tragedy, to be fair. And then it improved, went to a nice beach. What a lovely beach that is. But there's different beaches you can visit, but that's a less quieter beach. So if you want a quieter beach, head to that beach. Nice bars, typical Caribbean feel. You know what I mean? Doesn't look all good to look at, but what do you expect? We're in the Caribbean. Cheap drink, €3. €3 for a Heineken. There was one bar that overcharged a wee bit on the beer and cocktail. They charged a couple €20, which I thought was a bit of a rip-off, to be fair. €10 for the sun loungers, or $10. That's all day, but we only had it for 3 hours. That's all you need. We're in 30-degree heat. You don't need to spend much time at the beach. And then the water taxi itself was free because we couldn't pay. You know what I mean? Some people paid, some people didn't. I don't know if that's a normal thing. They don't check tickets, but they don't check tickets. So what's the point in getting a ticket if they don't check? I mean, what's the point? You can put that in the comments, by the way, if you've had to pay for your ticket and notice people not paying for their ticket. I mean, it's just a thing, isn't it? But we're next to the ship. We're going back on board now. It's been a fantastic day. It ended a fantastic day. I mean, apart from the rain, but yeah, It's been amazing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this vlog from Martinique. I've got other vlogs on the way from Pinot Avia. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one, my friends. Take care. Bye bye.